Hello, everybody. Oh, I almost made it on time this evening. I just got back from a really great meeting and just in time to share with you. I did not want to miss out on Riddle Me Din Din. Now, tonight, let me see here. I have to make some room to see in case we have any subscribers coming to visit us. Okay, I've got it open, viewers. I can see if someone is there. And I have for you a welcome to my brave mortal souls. Welcome to this week's edition of Riddle Me Din Din. And this week I put together a 3-part Halloween-themed menu. This menu is a little bit scary, a little bit gross, and I think you're going to love it. So to help you play around in the kitchen and decide what you might want to serve for any parties you might be having this coming weekend, because Halloween is next week and it falls on a weekday, and I'm going to have 2 episodes for you plus a bonus edition tonight because I want you to have so many worthwhile choices. I couldn't help myself. So let's get the magic going. I hope you'll think it was worth the wait for me. I know this is later than our usual time, but it is a bonus for all of our West Coast subscribers. So hi everybody, a chance to meet live. Riddle me this, Sam Soul. I rhyme with looking gray, and I keep your food from sticking to the tray. What am I? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Riddle number 2. Why did the skull refuse to take a bath? Poomba, 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 ba. Poomba, 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 ba. Some of you might know what that is. Poomba, bum, bum. All right, riddle number 3. I rhyme with hello, and I can be many fruity flavors. What am I? Jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's your only clue. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, meow, meow. This is my little kitty. And I got my cookbook, and the magic is going. All right, time's up. Riddle number 4. The kettle looked into the pot and said, "You will be missed." Who was the pot talking to? My cauldron doesn't say anything to anyone. Shh. Banana, banana, banana. We're moving quickly today, but there's a lot to share. And I know some of you might be sleepy out there. Here's riddle number 5. A cow was slowly disappearing into the nether. Sometimes here, sometimes not, sometimes here, sometimes not, then it was gone. But the farmer rushed out to get what before it disappeared completely? Riddle number 6. I am a fruit that rhymes with beach, speech, and teach. What am I? What do we have over here? Shh. Don't tell, kitty, kitty, kitty. Dun 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 dun. Riddle number 7. I am associated with feeling sad, and I rhyme with hue. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 8. I am associated with anger. I rhyme with fed. What am I? Ta-da! So sorry, I should be cackling. I'm coughing. It's a little bit strange today. It's a little bit eerie. Never fear, dearie, dearie. Riddle number 9. I can be a solid, liquid, or a gas. You need me to live. In fact, I'm inside you right now. What am I? Oh, that one sounds really creepy. Excuse me. Something must be in the air. All right, my wonderful puzzling emsels. Let's find out if you knew any of the answers. I rhyme with looking gray, and I keep your food from sticking to the tray. What am I? Cooking spray. Get 1 bottle. Why did the skull refuse to take a bath? It didn't want to be brainwashed. We'll need 1 brain-shaped gelatin mold. They're in the dollar store. Riddle number 3. I rhyme with hello, and I can be many fruity flavors. What am I? Bill Cosby would tell you. That's Jell-O, and we're going to need 4 3-ounce packets of peach-flavored Jell-O mix for this recipe. Riddle number 4. The kettle looked into the pot and said, "You will be missed." Who were they talking to? Water. Well, who will be missed? M-I-S-S-E-D. We're talking about who will be missed. M-I-S-T. Kettle looked into the pot and it was going to boil some water. We're going to need 3 cups of boiling water. In riddle number 5, a cow was slowly disappearing into the nether. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. The farmer rushed in to get something before the cow disappeared completely. What did the farmer try to get? The evaporated milk. Ha-ha! We're going to need 1 12-fluid-ounce can of evaporated milk. Yum, yum. In riddle number 6, I am a fruit that rhymes with beach, speech, and teach. Come on, it's right here floating next to me. It's a peach. We're going to need 1.5 cups of peach schnapps. Now, don't you worry out there, souls. You can skip this and replace this with water, 1.5 cups, if you want to have a non-alcoholic beverage. No worries here. No pressure, no shame. Riddle number 7. I am associated with feeling sad, and I rhyme with hue. What could I be? I hope you're not blue. We're going to need 4 drops of blue food coloring for this recipe. In riddle number 8, I'm associated with anger, and I rhyme with fed. What am I? You must be red, just like this cooking book over here. And we're going to need 2 drops of red food coloring for this recipe. In riddle number 9, I can be a solid, liquid, or a gas. You need me to live. In fact, I'm in you right now. What am I, you may ask? Water. And we're going to need 2 teaspoons of water. So Venus, you may wonder, what does this recipe make? This makes a spooky pink Jell-O brain shooter. This Halloween treat is scarily realistic looking. It's gross, but never fear. A non-alcoholic version, remember, is here just for the kiddies or for you, yourself, and I by substituting the peach schnapps with water. And here's how we put it all together. You're going to lightly grease a brain-shaped gelatin mold. Stir in the peach gelatin mix with 3 cups boiling water in a bowl until the gelatin is dissolved. Stir with a fork. That's the trick to get rid of all the lumps. Allow to cool to room temperature. This will take about 20 minutes. Have patience. It's worth it. Then mix in evaporated milk with the peach schnapps or more water. Pour into the prepared mold. Refrigerate until this sets. This will take 4 to 6 hours, so plan ahead if you're going to serve this at a party. Dip this mold in warm water to loosen it. Don't let the water enter the top of the mold. We don't want it mixing with what we've made inside. You're going to flip over the mold onto a serving platter, and you're going to lift it slowly to release the brain. Mix the blue and red food coloring in a small bowl with 2 teaspoons of water. Use a small, clean paintbrush to paint coloring onto the grooves of the brain. Very gently now. Use a light touch. Place the brain into the refrigerator until the color sets and serve this cold. Yes. So we can serve up a brain this Halloween. What else can we do to shock our guests this Halloween? I found just the thing, souls. But have some patience. We have 3 sets of ingredients for 3 separate items that we have to put together. The impact of the final assembly will be so worth it. So here we go. You might need to take notes. Part A, riddle me this. You can throw me away after using me up. My second half rhymes with dove and love. What could I be? Do 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 da 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 da. Riddle number 2. Moses parted me. They named me Red. What am I? What do you think, kitty? Oh, don't tell. Riddle number 3. I used to be made from boiling bone marrow. I'm see-through and I jiggle. Eat me and your nails and hair will be healthier. What am I? All right, we're going to draw a line under this one, M-Soul. We're going to go on to part B. Riddle me this. I can wave forever and never get tired. What am I? Riddle number 2. Little girls are said to be made with me and spice and everything nice. What am I? Riddle number 3. I'm not Mary Ann, nor am I Mrs. Howell, but I could have been a Hollywood starlet. Who am I? Not very rhymey today, but we're going to get to the point, I say. M-Soul? Riddle number 4. What do you call a guy who makes trouble in a church? Uh-oh. Riddle number 5. Garlic pieces may have my name, but I'm a dried up spice. So when you stick me in an orange, I make your place smell nice. What am I? All right, M-Soul, we're going to have to draw another line under this one. Here comes part C. Riddle me this. What musical band do the Thanksgiving side dishes like to hear? La 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 la. Riddle number 2. I am both for swimming and drinking. What am I? Riddle number 3. I am a liquid from Russia. Put me in the freezer and I will not turn to ice. What am I? All right, everybody. Let's see how close you were to solving these riddles. In part A, you can throw me away after using me up. My second half rhymes with dove and love. What am I? Throwing me away, disposable. Dove and love is glove. We need one disposable glove. Clean one that's never been used, not the kind with the powder inside, just a plain one. Riddle number 2. Moses parted me. They named me red. What am I? You may say the Red Sea, but what's that made of? Water. We're going to need 2.5 cups of water divided. So split it into two different cups. Okay. Riddle number 3. I used to be made from boiling bone marrow. I'm see-through and jiggle. Eat me and your hair and nails will be healthier. What am I? Gelatin. We're going to need 2.5 25-ounce packs of gelatin powder. The see-through stuff. You can get it in any baking aisle. In part B, so this is the second item, riddle me this. I can wait forever and never get tired. What am I? Water. So water in the ocean always has waves, never ends. We're going to need 1/2 cup of water. In riddle number 2, little girls are said to be made with me and spice and everything nice. You've heard that rhyme. It's sugar, and we'll need 1/2 cup of white sugar for this recipe. In riddle number 3, I'm not Mary Ann or Mrs. Howe, but I could have been a Hollywood starlet. Who am I? It's ginger. We'll need 2 ounces of fresh ginger root, peeled and thinly sliced. In riddle number 4, what do you call a guy who makes trouble in a church? A cinnamon. Sinner, like sinner in a church, making trouble. Cinnamon. So we're going to need 2 cinnamon sticks. Sorry for the dad joke. Here we go. Riddle number 5. Garlic pieces have my name. So what are garlic pieces called? Well, it's a dried up spice. So when you stick me in an orange, I make your place smell nice. Cloves. But these are the cloves that are like the little pieces of sticks, like dried up flowers. And we're going to need 5 whole cloves. All right. That was the second part to this item we're going to be making. Here's the third part, part C. This is its own thing. What musical band do the Thanksgiving side dishes like to hear? The Cranberries. You know cranberries go with the stuffing and the turkey and all that. So cranberries. We'll need 2 quarts of cranberry juice chilled. Riddle number 2. I'm both for swimming and for drinking. What am I? We swim in water, we drink water. We'll need 2 quarts of sparkling water, also chilled. Riddle number 3. I'm a liquid from Russia. Also looks like water, but it's not. Put me in the freezer and I will not turn to ice. What am I? Well, it's vodka. And remember, you can substitute or omit this if you'd like to have a non-alcoholic drink. But if you do want it, 1.25 cups of vodka chilled will do. Why, excuse me there. So, Venus, you may ask, what does this make? These 3 sets of ingredients make a Halloween punch with a floating frozen hand. It looks gruesome. It's awesome. Oh, I'm so sorry. 'Tis the season. Prepare the ingredients in part A, the gelatin hand, at least 1 day in advance. So you've got to prep this before your party day. On the day of your party, you're going to need to prepare part B, which is a ginger syrup, and a part C, which is the tasty, chilling punch that it's all floating inside of. So here's how we're going to do it. And it looks awesome. Did I say that already? Okay, part A, the day before your party. You're going to wash and rinse the outside of a large disposable glove. You're going to turn the glove inside out. Pour into it 1/4 cup of the cold water, into a large bowl, and sprinkle the gelatin powder on top of this water. Let it stand for 1 minute. Don't do anything, just let it stand. Bring the remaining 2.5 cups of water to a boil. Pour this over the gelatin mixture, stirring constantly until the granules are completely dissolved. Again, use a fork. That's the trick with getting everything to dissolve. Allow to cool slightly. Pour the gelatin mixture into the glove using a funnel. Ensure that the liquid has completely filled all of the fingers. Make sure you really did cool it or you're going to melt the glove. Okay? Use a rubber band to tie the top of this glove closed at the wrist. Place it on a plate or a tray lined with parchment paper. Freeze this until it's absolutely solid for 1, even 2 days, just to be sure, in your freezer. So you've got to make sure that glove is tied tight. Okay? On the day of the party, we're going to prepare part B. You're going to combine the half of the water with the sugar, the ginger, the cinnamon sticks, and the cloves in a small saucepan. Bring the saucepan to a boil. As soon as it starts to boil and bubble, reduce the heat or you're going to have trouble. Then you're going to simmer this for 15 minutes. As soon as you've hit that 15-minute mark, remove it from the heat. Pass it through a sieve. You know the thing you throw pasta into so the water comes out, but you've got the spaghetti? And then catch the ginger pieces and the spices to separate it. Let it all cool. Next, while it's cooling, you're going to mix the punch. This is part C. You're going to combine the juice, the sparkling water, and the vodka. If you're using the vodka, you don't have to, in a large punch bowl. Stir in the half of the ginger syrup that you've just made and add more of the syrup to reach a desired flavor. So just half first, test it, make sure it's not too sweet for you. Okay? Then you're going to remove the frozen hand from the freezer, dip it briefly into warm water, not the punch, so that you can kind of get the solid ice ready and away from the glove material. You're going to carefully cut off the top of the glove. Peel away the glove carefully. You don't want any of the pieces to rip and be stuck to it. Check your surfaces. And then you're going to immerse the frozen hand in the punch before you bring the punch bowl out to serve it. It's going to look really gross, but also really cool. Did I say it was awesome? So, if you're using gelatin leaves, use 8 leaves. Add gelatin to a bowl, cover with cold water, and soak for 5 minutes. Remove the leaves, squeeze out the excess water, place in a small saucepan over low heat. Let the gelatin melt slowly, stirring occasionally. Once it's turned into a liquid, remove from the heat and combine with 1.5 cups of cold water. Now, you don't have to do any of this if you use the gelatin powder. Another way to fill the glove is to stretch it out over the rim of a glass or jar, and then pour everything in and pull the top off. You can use any dark colored fruit juice like pomegranate, cranberry, or even dark grape juice if you want. Vodka can be used instead of, you can switch it out with rum, or you can omit the alcohol and have a friendlier version. Okay, so I personally like all the fruity juices. You don't need that. You don't need the vodka, just if you want it. So we're serving brains, and we know how to serve some severed hands on our table to greet our guests. What other treat have I chosen to share with you? Well, there's no time to waste, Soul. Here comes round 3. Riddle me this. What is a vampire's favorite fruit? Riddle number 2. What happens when oranges get into a fight? You be good down there, little orange. Riddle number 3. What is a polar bear's favorite food? What do you think, kitty? Shh, don't tell. Riddle number 4. What do you call a sad strawberry? I'm going easy on you guys tonight. Don't forget this. Riddle number 5. I'm a fruit that comes from the rose family, and I look like a raspberry, but I'm much darker. What am I? Okay, everybody, let's find out if your guesses came close. What is a vampire's favorite fruit? Blood orange. We're going to need 2 pints of orange sherbet. Soften. That means just take it out of the freezer for a couple of minutes before you start digging in. Riddle number 2. What happens when oranges get into a fight? Things get juicy. And we're going to need a half cup of orange juice for this recipe. Riddle number 3. What is a polar bear's favorite food? Ice cream, of course. We're going to need 1 pint of vanilla ice cream, also softened. Riddle number 4. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. We're going to need a half cup of fresh or frozen unsweetened blueberries. Riddle number 5. I'm a fruit that comes from the rose family. Look like a raspberry, but I'm much darker. What am I? A blackberry. And we're going to need a half cup of fresh or frozen unsweetened blackberries. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? It's a hocus pocus sherbet potion, and it looks stunning because it's layers of orange and purple if we do this right. So here's how we mix it up. In a small bowl, combine the sherbet and orange juice. In a blender, combine the ice cream with the blueberries and the blackberries. Cover and process until blended. The more you blend it, the smoother it's going to be. Now, you're going to carefully and slowly layer the sherbet and the berry mixtures into 4 chilled glasses. Make them tall. And if you pour it slowly over the back of a big old tablespoon, then the layers will hold together better and stay separated. You're going to serve this dessert immediately. It looks awesome. Now, Halloween's coming. Parties. Even if it's just a party for yourself at home. I do it all the time. You know I love staycations. So, I can't just send you out into this party weekend coming up without at least one other solid munchie. I'm really giving you a lot of soft, kind of liquidy fluid stuff. So, here comes a bonus round. The solid stuff's going to come next Tuesday, Halloween night. I know, it's cutting it a bit close. Maybe I'll throw you a bone. But whose I don't know. So, let's see here. Maybe I'll send it earlier. Maybe I'll mix it up a bit. Now, riddle me this, everybody, for your bonus round this evening. A munchie that is a solid, and it's something that I find very useful on a daily basis. Riddle me this. Who is Popeye's lady love? All right. Riddle number 2. I come from Spain, and if you cut me, I'll make you cry. What am I? Riddle number 3. Charlie Brown thinks I'm great. What am I? That's all you get. What am I? Riddle number 4. I go by another name, and no one thinks they like me, but I end up in recipes all the same. What am I? Riddle number 5. I was Marianne's roommate. We lived on a tropical isle. Who am I? Riddle number 6. My first half rhymes with harem. My second half rhymes with Valhalla. What am I? I'm so sorry this isn't clever. I made these up on the fly. Riddle number 7. I am a rock that humans... They just keep eating me. They eat me. I'm a rock. Don't worry, I'm clean. What am I? Riddle number 8. I am from a politically neutral cow. What am I? got real lazy with these ones. Don't tell. Riddle number 9. I am from a Yankee cow. What am I? Moo moo ka-choo. Moo 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 moo. Moo 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 moo. Riddle number 10. I am from a gentle orange cow. What am I? Oh, these are the worst ever. I'm so sorry. I ran out of time, guys. So sorry. I just don't have my intellect working today. All right. Riddle number 11. I'm not flat. Air spreads me out. What am I? La 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 la. Riddle number 12. I can be ready for anything. I'm made from wheat. What am I? La 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 bum bum la 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 la. Woo! So distracting today. Riddle number 13. I am white and I am round. I am on a farm. That's where I can be found. And I'm not crossing any roads. What am I? Oh my. Okay, Amsels, let's see if you were able to solve my riddles. Who's Popeye's lady love? Olive oil. We'll need 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil for this recipe. Riddle number 2. I come from Spain, and if you cut me, I will make you cry. What am I? It's a small red onion. Go for Spanish onion. Minced. So stick it through a grater, people. Riddle number 3. Charlie Brown thinks I'm great. What am I? The great pumpkin. We're going to need 1 cup of grated raw pumpkin from 1 8-ounce piece peeled. Riddle number 4. What am I? I go by another name. People think they don't like me, but I'm in a whole bunch of recipes all the same. It is cilantro. We're going to need 3 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh cilantro. Riddle number 5. I was Marianne's roommate. We lived on a tropical isle. Who am I? Ginger. We're going to need 1 teaspoon of finely chopped, peeled, fresh ginger. Riddle number 6. My first half rhymes with harem. My second half rhymes with Valhalla. What am I? Garam masala. And if I said it wrong, garam masala, I think. A 1/4 teaspoon will be needed for this recipe. Riddle number 7. I am a rock that humans, they insist on eating, but don't worry, I'm clean. What am I? Kosher salt. It is a rock. It's mineral. We eat it all the time. Okay, riddle number 8. I am from a politically neutral cow. What am I? Politically neutral? Well, that's Switzerland. So we've got here Swiss cheese. We're going to need a 1/2 cup of shredded Swiss cheese. I hope you like my riddles. I am from a Yankee cow. What am I? I am a 1/2 cup of shredded American cheese. That's right. Don't worry, Southern United States. You are wonderful. You just have to call me ma'am in your Southern accents there. And never mind. I'm getting back to the riddles here. I am from a gentle orange cow. What am I? Mild, gentle, cheddar. It's orange. Cheese. Not finished with cheese. A 1/2 cup of shredded mild cheddar cheese is needed for this recipe. So we got the Swiss, we got the American, we got the cheddar. Go for it. Add all your cheeses. It's awesome. Riddle number 11. I'm not flat. Air spreads me out. What am I? Puff. We're going to need 2 17-ounce boxes of frozen puff pastries. We're going to need about 4 sheets of it. We have to thaw it out. Riddle number 12. I can be ready for anything, and I'm made from wheat. It is all-purpose flour. We're going to use it for dusting. Riddle number 13. I'm white and I'm round. I'm on a farm. That's where I can be found. I'm not crossing any roads. It's not the chicken, it's the egg. We're going to need 1 large egg, and it has to be beaten. Be nice, people. I know you're nice, but it's got to be a beaten egg. So, Venus, you may want to ask me, what does this make? This actually I took from the Food Network magazine, recipe courtesy of Manit hand, so I wanted to reference that. And it's cheesy pumpkin puffs. So here's what we're going to do with these cheesy pumpkin puffs. We're going to start by making the filling. You're going to heat the olive oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Then add the red onion. Remember, you've run it through a grater, so it's pretty fine. And cook until it's almost tender and translucent, about 4 minutes. Add the grated pumpkin, cilantro, ginger, I think it's garam masala, and a pinch of salt, and continue to cook until the pumpkin is softened. This will take about 2 minutes. Then you're going to transfer the mixture to a larger bowl. Let it cool completely. Have patience. Now, you're going to stir the Swiss, American, and cheddar cheeses into this pumpkin mixture. You're going to season it with salt to taste. Now, someone like me, if you've got high blood pressure, you're going to maybe want to skip the salt. That's okay. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. You're going to unfold the puff pastry on a lightly floured surface. Cut out 24 pumpkins with a 4-inch cutter or your butter knife and arrange half of them on the prepared baking sheet. If desired, cut out jack-o'-lantern faces from the remaining pumpkins because they'll be the top. Use a paring knife. Heap 2 tablespoons of the filling in the center of each pumpkin that's on the baking sheet and brush the egg wash around the edges of each pumpkin because that's going to hold the 2 sides together. Put the remaining puff pastry pumpkin faces on top. Seal the edges with a fork. So you're going to press down all around the edges with that fork. You're going to get a little bumpy, pretty little creped pattern there. Then brush with more egg wash to keep it sealed. Bake until this is golden and puffed up. This will take 20 to 25 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You don't want them to burn. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for popping in for this Halloween-themed episode. I'm so glad I could give you 4 different items that are going to look gross, spooky, or scrumptious. It's really eye-catching, yummy, and keep an eye out because I'm not sure yet. Maybe, since I missed the guild meeting, maybe what I'll do is do a guild meeting this Saturday coming up, and I will send you out what I intended to share on Tuesday because I realized Tuesday's Halloween next week, and so maybe I'll bypass or I'll find you just snacks for that Halloween because I do intend to spend some of Halloween evening with you all to keep you company, those of you who stay at home. Some people don't like celebrating Halloween, but it's a night a lot of people are out. Some people will stay home and give out candy. Some people turn off all the lights and do other things. But I'm here to keep you company. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think so. So not in the middle of the week when we have work the next day. But, I want to give you, I've got so many more treats to share with you. Another 4 items for solid dinner stuff that's spooky, that's eerie, that's creepy. One of them I made up myself in the summer, and I just never got around to sharing it with you yet. Very colorful stuff. So keep an eye out, keep an ear out. There's going to be one unscheduled pop-in I'm going to do most likely on Saturday, sometime on Saturday, to give you the next Riddle Me Din Din episode. It's going to be 4 more things. Creepy, eerie, spooky, gross. For Halloween, things that you can serve for a party night. So keep an eye on. I'm going to do that for you because I owe you guys at least 1, maybe 2 by now. I at least owe you 2, I think. Because I did level up a little bit on my own that one time. I never paid you back for that yet. So I owe you 2, M-Souls. So have a wonderful week. Try out these recipes. Have some fun with it. Share your own in the comments below if you've got one you really like. I hope you're enjoying our episodes. I love doing these theme nights. They're really fun. And I know not every culture out there celebrates this day, but maybe just for the fun of baking, have a little festive staycation. I don't know. Or whip up a batch of these things, bring them to somebody's house and be the sunlight in their day or the moonlight. There's nothing wrong with a little moonlight here and there, little shimmer. This has been a very celestial month. Full moons, colorful harvest moons. We got an eclipse in this month. So much going on. Meteor showers have been going on this month. So much going on. So I hope that I'm helping to make your evening a magical one, especially if you're the kind that likes to cook and host or cook and go visiting people. It's really fun stuff. So, or even just to keep people amused at home. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Even take pictures of your concoctions and your potions, what you're going to be serving at your parties. Let us know in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys do. And so, I think I've decided. Stay tuned. There's going to be an unscheduled pop-in episode. I'm going to fly in on my broomstick, pop it to you, and fly back out again with more Halloween theme. There's going to be one more. It's going to happen before Tuesday, so you get a chance to really plan for your parties and enjoy and explore Saturday, Friday, Sunday night. All right, everyone, thanks for popping by. I hope you find this worthwhile. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. So, stay spectacular, my precious mortal souls, and I will see you next time. Now, this week is a tuck in and chill on Friday night, but you never know. I might be feeling a little bit energetic. I'm gonna owe you for the weekend, so maybe Thursday, maybe Saturday. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say for sure. I'm just gonna surprise you. Take care, everyone. This is Venus Kalita. This ends another episode of Riddle Me Din Din. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And I hope you have a fantastic, fun, amazing weekend. This is Venus Kalita signing out. Au revoir. See you next time.